Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of In the Field with Sarge. If you like my content, you like what I'm doing, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you get all the notifications. Now, today I'm going to go over a recipe that I saw online on YouTube maybe a day or two ago. And it was such an incredible recipe, and you're only limited by your imagination. You can make a breakfast meal, a lunch, or even a dinner using this same concept. So what I'm going to do first is I have 2 slices of bread. Today I'm using potato bread, which is a little bit denser, but I like that. You can use any bread you like. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the centers out. Doesn't have to be perfect. You don't want to maul the bread though, because you're going to save this shell. Alright. And now I'm going to carefully pick out this center piece and save it. And then I'm going to do the same with the other one. Now I'm going to be making a breakfast style using pre-cooked Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage links. That's these right here. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 pieces of bread and we're just going to kind of flatten them out a little bit. So we're just going to take this on here. Hopefully it won't stick. We're just going to try to mash it out, make it flat, because we're going to use this as a cover. Alright, now you can do this out in the field. You can do this on an open fire, a gas grill, any place that you can get a skillet. Today, just because I'm filming, I'm going to be using the electric skillet. Alright, now I'll put these off to the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my sausage. Like I said, these are pre-cooked. Depending upon the sausage that you're using, you know, will depend upon your cooking times and all of that. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these in slices about the thickness of the bread. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now you can use smoked sausage, you can use kielbasa, you can use bacon. You're just limited by your imagination on how you want to make this. Alright, I think we'll have enough here. I hope I don't have to open another package of sausage, but I think I'll have enough. And I'm going to be preheating the griddle here. And I'm going to use butter. You can use margarine, you can use cooking oil, you can use cooking spray, you can use mayonnaise like I showed in a previous video. You can do all of that. Next prep step will be I'm going to whip an egg. And I'm going to thin it out a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of half and half in it. Right about that much. And I'm going to whip that up. Now I'm going to be putting cheese on this, so again, you're limited by your imagination. In this case, I'm just going to be using typical American cheese. And if I believe, if trivia suits me well, is that American cheese is actually a cross between Swiss and a cheddar, a mild cheddar, I think, maybe even a Colby. Alright, so we've got our egg whipped up real good. We're going to put some salt and pepper right in with the egg. And I'm going to show you a little trick. Instead of sitting here doing this, you take your salt shaker and just rub it on the back, and you'll get an ample amount. And I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there. All right, I'll put that in. All right. So now we'll go ahead and we'll preheat our griddle, and we'll be right back with you. All right, so I set the griddle on low heat in the beginning, and I put some butter on there, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put both shells on here. And then I'm going to take the sausage, and I'm going to put the sausage in here like this, and I'm going to fit it in here the best I can. Now this is pre-cooked breakfast sausage, so it'll heat it up rather nicely. And we don't have to cook it thoroughly. All we have to do is really brown it. Maybe get a third one in. There we go. Hey, that fit in there real nice. We're going to take this. I'm going to do that on here. Now the purpose why I did this on low heat is because if you do this on high heat, it's going to burn before you even get it all put together. So if you're working on a campfire, it'd be best to get your skillet or whatever you're using hot and get it off the heat, and then get it fully assembled and then go back to the heat. I don't really have the privilege of being able to turn it off. I can turn it down. Right now it's set at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And, alright, so we got that in there. Then we're going to take our egg, and we're just going to kind of drizzle it in there and get it in all the little nooks and crannies. Doesn't matter if you get any on the bread. Hope I have enough egg here. Oh yeah. Alright. Alright. Now, like I said, I'm using American cheese. And you can use any kind of cheese that you really like. If you're doing like a summer sausage, you can use like a cheddar and make it a dinner meal. You know, a mozzarella, you can, like I said, you're only limited by your imagination. So now, while that's cooking, let me get a spatula. We'll see how they're looking underneath. Oh, not quite. Now, of course, I could turn up the heat a little bit. I think I'm just going to go up to about 275 and go real slow so we don't mess it up on our first attempt. Now, in the original recipe, I think they put the backs on them right now and let them cook like that. I'm going to flip them and let both sides cook, and then we'll go from there. And, of course, we'll need some more butter here in a minute for our grill. See if I can flip them without making too much of a mess. Oh yeah. Alright, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and put a half a slice of cheese right here, and a half a slice of cheese right here, and then I'm going to kind of hold that in place to cover up everything there. Alright. I'm going to let that cook. Alright. I'll get a little bit more butter on the griddle. And I think we'll go back down. We'll stay at 250 for right now because we're doing really, really good. Let's see how that's looking. It's ready. Well, they can go for a little bit longer. Like that. Let's just put them back up on there. And we'll get a little bit more butter for over here. The whole purpose is we want to get this bread that's right here. Let me see if I still got everything in frame. Yeah, this bread, we want to be able to brown it too and make it a little crunchy. Oh, it smells so good. All right, let's see what that looks a lot better. Oh, yeah. All right. So now we're going to take the second slice of American cheese, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to put you right there. I guess we could put a whole slice on it. We'll do that. And like I said, you're limited by your imagination. If you like a little bit of ketchup in there, at this point you put a little bit of ketchup on there, or mustard, depending upon the sausage that you're using. You know, mayonnaise, whatever sauce you want, you know, or nothing. On this one, I'm going to do nothing. Okay? And we're going to let that brown up a little bit. And we're going to get these in position to flip. Which means we're going to have to turn you upside down, because then I'm going to flip you onto here. Alright, I'm going to let everything kind of melt up a little bit. Alright. And let me get my... Alright. There we go. Now, I suppose, I mean, you could add some brown sugar and a little bit of vanilla to the egg and put it in there and made it more like a French toast and put maple syrup inside it. I mean, there's so much you can do here with this. Of course, you can make 2 open-faced sandwiches, you know, or 1 sandwich like I'm doing here. And I could have rolled the bread out just a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is. That looks really good. Now we can crank the heat back up. Because now we know everything inside is cooked. Now it's just a matter of aesthetically browning it up and getting a little bit of crunch added to it. Just a little bit. Yeah, I needed to roll them out a little bit bigger. But hey, first try. Let's see how we're browning. Oh, we're not even browning. We need a little bit more browning. Oh, it just smells so delicious too. I think I have enough butter in there, so I think if we just let it sit and stop trying to rush it, we can get it browned up really nice. Very simplistic, very easy to make. You can make this on a campfire. You can make it on a gas grill. You can make it on, you know, a rocket stove if you needed to. But very, very simplistic. There we go. All right, we're just about done here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the grill off, and I'll get a plate ready, and then we'll show you what it looks like in the end. All right, and there you have it. It's basically a grilled sausage, egg, and cheese toast. And like I said, you're only limited by your imagination. So we've got a little bit of citrus salad here on the side to go along with the breakfast sausage. So if you go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like my content, go ahead and like and subscribe. You know, keep doing what you're doing. Get out there and move. And remember, love one another.